How did Hugo Chavez impact Venezuela's economy? Have you ever wondered how one leader can reshape an entire nation's economy? Hugo Chavez did just that in Venezuela. His approach was rooted in socialist and communist ideas, aiming to shift power from private hands to the state. Let's break down how he impacted Venezuela's economy. First, Chavez focused on nationalization. He took control of major industries like oil, telecommunications, and banking. By transferring ownership from private individuals to the state, he aimed to reduce exploitation and democratize economic power. This move aligned with communist principles of collective ownership. Next, let's talk about oil. Venezuela is rich in oil reserves, and under Chavez, these resources were placed under state control. The revenues generated from oil were used to fund social programs. For example, he nationalized oil projects in the Orinoco Belt, which holds the world's largest heavy crude reserves. This income helped reduce poverty and inequality in the country. Chavez also sought to create a command economy. This meant that the government directed production and distribution to meet social goals rather than private profits. He expanded bureaucratic control, requiring permits and licenses that limited private enterprise. This was a significant shift from capitalist market dynamics. Education was another area of focus. Chavez transformed educational institutions to promote Marxist and socialist ideology. He encouraged workers to see themselves as active participants in building a new social order. By nationalizing companies and redistributing control to workers, he aimed to restore dignity to labor. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. Venezuela faced economic challenges during Chavez's time. Inflation rose significantly, and budget deficits grew. Critics argue that nationalizations and state controls led to inefficiencies and corruption, which hurt economic stability. From a communist viewpoint, these challenges reflected the struggles of transitioning from capitalism to socialism. Chavez's legacy continues to influence Venezuela today. His policies laid the groundwork for a socialist-oriented state. He emphasized participatory democracy and economic sovereignty, aiming to reduce dependence on foreign capital. While later governments introduced some market-oriented reforms, Chavez's vision remains rooted in communist principles of collective ownership and social justice. In summary, Hugo Chávez's impact on Venezuela's economy was profound. His focus on nationalization, state control, and social spending aimed to dismantle capitalist structures. While his policies reflected communist ideals, they also introduced significant economic challenges that shaped the country's future.